Welcome to the strat called Smoking Peppers by the Spicy Boys. In this strat, we'll be taking a site on cash. This strat can be done from the mid-round or straight out the gate. This strat is best done with 5 players, but it can be done with 3 players alive, and I will discuss later on how that can be done. But for now, we will get into describe how, with 5 players, we set up. So, from spawn, the lurker or the person with the B spawn should go towards B halls and make some noise and hold the push for the beginning of the round. If this is a default and you're just spreading out looking for kills, maybe have a second guy go with him to make sure he doesn't get pushed. Otherwise, if you're going straight out the gate, it is important just to send one guy here. The role of the B player is, as the rest of the strat is unfolding, it's important to know when to aggress and to keep rotate slow. This can be done by flashing the corner, as shown, peeking, and maybe throwing a molly to clear out close. This activity should keep some doubt in the CT's mind that the bomb is going A, as well as it allows you to keep tabs and maybe aggress. As the strat unfolds, the next step for the B player is to go on the big flank, rotate to mid to help defend the site, go back to A main, or maybe even hunt kills if the strat was so effective the CT is called to save. It's up to the lurk and how many Ts are alive. The next 3 player descriptions are imperative for the strat, and the 5th player has a few options, so we discuss that one last. 1 player will go squeaky, 1 will go to the smoke spot behind A, and 1 will go into A main. The first player, referred to as the A main player, should probably be an opper, but could be the rifler as well. It does not matter. At the agreed upon time, for example 1:35, the A main player should smoke off the area between fork and red without peeking, as shown. Next, the player squeaky will throw a flash to blind quad and fork, and follow up with a molly and a peek onto fork, as shown. As soon as the flash pops, the player that is sitting towards the smoke spot will throw the smoke that lands behind red and blocks up the site. They will then go towards squeaky. The squeaky player, after killing or clearing out fork, can now throw the flash that will blind quad and NBK and allow for the A main player to come out onto site. As the flash pops, the smoke will land back red and will split the site in half, and the 3 players should be able to take it by killing the quad player, or if they're playing fork and truck, maybe they already have the site. The 5th player has one of 2 jobs available to him. He can either be holding mid or be holding anti-flash in A main. Upon the execute, he should run out onto site along with the opper that was in A main and maybe re-smoke the cross and then hold fork. His job will be to hold fork to make sure no one counter pushes as the 3 other players push the site. When playing the after plant, the player that was holding fork should still hold fork. One of the players that took site could fall back to squeaky or A main, and the other 2 should probably play site and quad. The mid player, or the hard B flank, will flank. The outcome of the strat will put your team in a favorable position to win the round, possibly in a 5v4, 5v3, or maybe a 5-on-5 with the bomb down. Either way, you will still have a smoke down and maybe some more utility left. After that, it's just aim duels, as well as having a flank, possibly a mid, or just insurance in A main. Now we will discuss what happens if we are in a 3v3 situation or worse. In order to run this strat with only 3 players, 1 player should go A main with a smoke, 1 player should go squeaky with 2 flashes and molly, and 1 player should go to the smoke spot with a smoke and do the same things I explained earlier. This should be just as effective, if not more effective, in a 3-on-3 situation because the CTs are more likely spread out and playing safe, such as at truck, Z, and on B site, which will allow you to take the site but have some insurance with those smokes just in case they stacked it to maybe cut those people in half and only face 1 at a time. I hope you enjoyed and found this helpful, and I hope the smoking peppers will work for you as it does the Spicy Boys. Here's a bonus strat to try when you're low money or when you just really need to win a round. This is going to take place on B side on cash. What you want to do is buy the Mac 10, aka the God Gun, and hold W and jump whenever needed and just run into B site. This is called the Mac and Cheese.